KJ4YZI, good evening. No traffic. So anticlimactic. Where have you heard that before, right? What is a net? You ever been on a net on a VHF, UHF repeater anytime soon? I haven't. A lot of the nets these days are just boring, okay? That's the fact. You want me to tell you how it is? I will. Okay, think about this. When I got my license in 2003, okay, the first thing I did was get a HTX 202 Radio Shack radio, a technician class license, and man, I was on the air and there was a net every week. Still is. This video does not apply to our local net, but I'm going to tell you. A net was where we all used to congregate once a week and talk amongst us local hams that we don't see every day and see what's going on in the area. And now it's turned into KJ4YZI, no traffic. So I did the TAC 310 DMR net about 8 years ago, 7 years ago. I don't even know if TAC 310 is still there on DMR. That was a busy talk group. And they were looking for volunteers for a ham, net on Sunday nights, I think it was. So I talked to the guy. Yeah, okay, cool. I can do this. I've done nets before. I'm really good at nets, by the way. And I got on there, and there was 197 check-ins, and 193 people said no traffic. What did I look for doing that net? 'Cause that was a waste of my time, right? And the people that check in today on local VHF, UHF repeaters, what is your goal? What's your modus operandi? Why you checked in and said no traffic? Maybe you want to listen, but think about the outside of that repeater in that group. I travel all over Florida for work. Okay, I got radios in my vehicle. I got handhelds all over the place. And I've been to Tallahassee, I've been to different areas, and I always end up trying to find their local repeaters when I'm staying in hotels. And a lot of times they'll say, well, hey, if you're going to be in range or in town the next couple of days, in Tampa, stop in and check in on our net. It's 8 o'clock at night on Sunday or Saturday or Tuesday or whatever. And really lackluster. Not every net. This doesn't. I know. You're already yelling at me and posting the comment. You haven't watched the video. I get it. Not every net is like that. But think of outside of that little net and that group of people that's in that net for 30-something years. And then you think about the guy that gets his handheld and gets on, who's invited to the net and listens to no traffic, no traffic, no traffic. Okay, there are structured nets like Skyborne nets, emergency nets, EOC nets on the SAR net. That's a no traffic. We don't need to talk about football on an EOC net. But we got to get out of this structured, robotic, systematic thing. I shouldn't feel like I have to wear a suit and tie to check into a net at 9 o'clock at night on a Wednesday when I've already worked all day and I'm trying to eat dinner just to hear a bunch of no traffics. Do you understand? So here's what I think we should do, okay? Nets are, like I said, it was a social media before social media existed. Even for those people that wanted to get on there and say, yeah, we're just going downtown and, this is this and that. I'm feeling pretty good today. Well, that's what people do on Facebook. You ever notice that? This person is feeling great. Well, okay, that's great. And guess what? They're at the dog park. Who cares, right? But what we used to do back in the day, I'll give you some examples. We used to have the morning drive and the drive at 5, right? So in Vero Beach, we used to have, we still do have, we have a lot of repeaters in Vero Beach, but we had the analog before D-Star was around. And every day I'd come home from AT&T going back to Sebastian and roughly 5 o'clock-ish. And the guys, Jan would come from Indiantown and he'd be driving up back home to Vero, and the guy up in Palm Bay was driving back down to Port St. Lucie. And we'd all congregate at around 5. It'd run to about 6:15 because we all knew we were in range of those repeaters. If it was D-Star, we was linked to, Treasure Coast and Fort Pierce repeaters, and you can cover a wide area, right? But even analog, before that, man, we'd have the time of our life. We'd laugh. And we used to always, when we were ID and say, hey, if you're just tuning in, this is the net about nothing, right? And it would just be fun. We'd laugh. I used to say, I wonder what people are listening to or what they're thinking about us. Because we'd be chatting and joking about some stuff that we all knew about. Maybe a new person coming down from Alaska was in town as a snowbird and was like, what the hell are these people talking about? But it was fun. We had that repeater going. I'm surprised the finals lasted that long. But let's get out of the structure thing. Let's try this. There's nothing we can hurt. Pass this video to your clubs and stuff. Check this out. Maybe instead of a 9 o'clock Friday night net when nobody's around because they're all out to dinner or sleeping if they worked all week, how about a morning net? Or how about have a net to discuss having a net? Find out when people in your area are around the radio, what their travels are, and just how about this? Monday Night Football, that's when you have a Monday night net. You know why? Because everybody's team's in there playing football and there's something to talk about. And do me a favor, try restructuring your net like this. Ask who's got no traffic and just wants to listen. Please call now. Get those out of the way, okay? And then start taking those who have something to talk about. Now, if you're shy, again, this doesn't apply to you. I get it. I'm not telling you to not be an introvert. I get it. But maybe somebody needs to step up and get some new blood in there, new net control operators. When I've done a net many a times on D-Star, I've done a net on the Treasure Coast repeaters to fill in because the people that have been doing it for so many years, such a great job, had things to do. So I would take in, But I would always try to ask somebody, what's going on today? Tell me something about you yesterday that we'd want to hear about. And a lot of times I'd put them on the spot by accident. They didn't like to hear that. Or they would come up and be like, hey, you know what? Glad you asked. I'm going to tell you what happened yesterday. And we made it more of a conversation instead of a roll call. Does that make sense? So you could do nets in the morning for people who are driving, or nets 3 times a week. And don't call it a net. Call it a round robin. Call it a rag chew net, or call it a trader's net. Maybe on a Wednesday afternoon, there's a bunch of retired people around you because they are there. They're on a radio, and they've got nobody to talk to because all the people that aren't retired are at work. So maybe get those guys going to where the repeater's buzzing, and people that are scanning will say, holy cow, there's people on here. Wow. Or a trader's net, or a NASCAR net. Guys, listen, hear me out. There's some guys in Simplex north of me I've talked to for years and known them for years. When NASCAR's on, forget it, man. Those dudes are on their own Simplex channel, IDing every 10 minutes. Sometimes they're listening or leaving breaks. They're listening. But man, when number 44 it gets in an accident, boy, they all got something to talk about. How that person's wrong, that person's right. I love a good debate. Let's not get into calling each other names or profanity, but listen, for years and years, I listened to the Love Doctors on WZZR in West Palm. Those long time ago. But you know what Dr. Rich always used to say? And he was against change. He said, if you want something to keep going, you gotta change it. You can't do the same net 35 years in a row where everybody is sitting around bored, doing their check-ins on a Monday night at 10 o'clock at night, or on a Thursday night at 7:30 during dinner hours, just to hear a bunch of notes. Okay, we'll see you next time. Same place, same frequency, 7:3. That's boring. That's boring, right? Get some new people in there. Say, hey, you want to host a net and have a backup. Hey, if you fall out of place or you feel like you're choking up, whatever, you can't handle it, I'll take it over, And give them courage and give them confidence. And once you get the younger guys to start doing that, they will start spreading to their friends and say, hey, man, I host this net every other week and it rotate. And we talk about football. We talk about all kinds of stuff, building antennas. We talk about, different things. And you should check in. But go ahead and tell those new hams, hey, man, get one of these fancy Radtels that has 3 VFOs and receives sideband. It does all kinds of stuff. And go ahead and tune in Tuesday night at 7. You'll be fascinated to hear no traffic, no traffic. You know what I mean? Here's the bottom line. I'm making these videos now because somebody's got to say this stuff. And I don't hate anybody. I mean no ill intention. And if you've made it, again, this far in this video, I thank all of you guys. I've tried to read every single comment. I'm still liking them on the video from 2 days ago. 1,000 comments in 2 days. A lot of you agreed. 99.4% thumbs up. I guess I'm making a point. A lot of people said we're spreading this to our club. We're posting this on our social media. We're going to start our own thing here. You got to do something to get this hobby continuing to go with new blood and users, or we're not going to have anything left, man. This is going to be the same, your grandpa's net, and nobody wants that, right? So I'm telling you how it is. I've given you some ideas, maybe a couple nights a week. First of all, have a net about a net, bring it up. Loosen up, get out of the structure, take the preamble Take 2 sentences from that preamble and set it aside. I'm going to use an example. Good evening, this is KJ4YZI Net Control for the HamRadioConcepts Weekly Net. We're going to have some fun here today, and I'll give we'll take the no traffics first. Anybody want to listen, don't have nothing to say, you want to be on the checklist, go ahead now. Just take those 2 sentences and just do that. Very simple. I've listened to some preambles on nets that go for on and on and on. And in the preamble, it says, quote, mostly, to promote and to promote this hobby, to provide emergency traffic communications, to encourage new people to come in. That's in a lot of preambles. Go ahead and Google them. And what happens for the meat and potatoes in the net does not jive with any of that. Okay. Again, I've been around a lot of nets in Florida. Not too many outside of Florida, just a couple when I was at AT&T. And I took some overtime. I was in Louisiana for 9 weeks, and there was some real diehards out there, man. Those guys were wild in New Orleans on the repeaters, I'll tell you that. Miami's another one. Miami's got some guys out there, and they ID, they're not cussing, and if it's a good debate, they'll have a debate with you. But it's at the end, you're like, hey, man, good talking to you. I'm coming back to your repeater again, 7-3. Like, that's the kind of things we need to do. Take those antique nets where we all got to know each other in the beginning before there was hotspots and YouTube and fools like me in front of a camera. And we got to meet and know where the things are happening with the ham clubs around town. And who needs help building an antenna? Dude, there's been people and groups in our area that have constructed antenna raising parties over nets. And the next thing you know, you got his wife making all the food, or they're catering food or pizza, and everybody's there to set this guy's thing up. And here we go. We got a tower erected. We got people testing it out. We got people laughing. Now it becomes a party. Everybody's in the different parts of the house. They're laughing and stuff. And it all came together because everybody was on a net, communicating and coming up with a reason to be there. So the next time you check into a net, I want you to remember why you're there. Think about why you're there. If you're shy, it doesn't apply to you. I'm not pulling you. I used to, believe it or not, we won't even go into that. But before this YouTube thing, I would not get in front of a camera. I didn't have friends. I was bullied in high school. I mean, you don't want to go that route. That's a whole book. But ham radio and YouTube got me out of that, right? But that turned into, like, that's what made all of us around here. And it fizzled away when other things happened. It's just a routine net. All right. So hope that, hey, if you made it this far to the end, I love your comments, man. I'm going to keep reading them. Leave them right down below. Comment if you hate me, how much I suck, what you think is good. You don't ever want to watch again because I'm wrong, because your net's better. That's fine. If you leave a comment, that'll be more for me than anything I could ask for. 7-3.